Welcome back to my channel. This is a complete surrender from Israel. I will actually discuss about this map so that you can have a good idea as to where things are standing right now. But before I do that, if you're not subscribed to my channel and you're new here, consider subscribing. Let's talk about this particular map. This yellow line. Okay, so let's talk about the blue line first. Okay, so let's talk about the blue line first. This is where the Zionist forces are right now. The terrorist forces are right now in Gaza. And this is Gaza, by the way. This is Gaza, as you can see. I hope you can see. This is Khan Yunis right here. So this is the entire Gaza Strip. And the Zionist forces, they have taken their position in Gaza, and also we know they have gone inside of Gaza city, so they are everywhere in Gaza. Okay, so that's where they are, the blue line. And then the Donald Trump proposal, it asked the troops, the IDF forces, to withdraw from the blue line to the yellow line. Okay, so as soon as the peace proposal gets implemented, the Zionist forces will have to withdraw from the blue line all the way to the yellow line. Okay, all the way to the yellow line right here. And then eventually they will withdraw completely and create a buffer zone. So what is a buffer zone? This is the buffer zone. Okay, this you see here, almost like a wall, is the buffer zone. Okay, eventually what it means that all the IDF forces will be retreated all the way back to Israel. Means they are completely withdrawing their forces from Gaza Strip according to Donald Trump's peace proposal. Okay, and this of course is going to be a huge embarrassment and defeat for the Zionist forces, complete surrender. And I will actually explain to you how that is a surrender. But I want you to take a look at this particular reporting from Al Jazeera first.
Just some extra breaking news for you. As you know, we are following every kind of bit of momentum that there possibly is regarding Donald Trump's 20-point peace plan after Hamas has responded to it, and now the Israelis have responded to it. We've just learned from Donald Trump in a posting on social media about what he thinks about latest developments regarding the ceasefire proposal. He's provided an update on what's been discussed, and his post says, after negotiations, Israel has agreed to the initial withdrawal line, which we have shown to and shared with Hamas. When Hamas confirms the ceasefire will be immediately effective, the hostages...
The important point here is that when Hamas will agree. Okay, why it is important here? It is because Israel, they have already agreed. The Zionist forces, Netanyahu, they already agreed. You might be thinking, oh, was it not logical that Netanyahu will agree because he went to Washington, he met Trump, and he himself approved it? Well, yeah, you're right in that sense, but at the same time you have to understand this. Even before Hamas responded to this proposal, Israel said, okay, no problem, we agree with this, and we will withdraw troops, and these IDF forces will be replaced by some other Palestinian Authority forces, or it could be coming from Indonesia, we do not know. It could be coming from Jordan, Egypt, Qatar. The peacekeeping mission will take place inside of Gaza. Maybe UN will get involved, but not Israel. But the bottom line here is that right now, Israel's consent to this peace proposal is subject to how Hamas will respond. What I'm trying to get you at is this. If Hamas is weak, if Israel is strong, IDF force and American government is so strong, who you think in this case reflecting their strength or projecting their strength? One hand you have Israeli forces, Israeli government, US government saying no more war, no more fight. On the other hand, you have other forces, Hamas in this case, saying we will still have to look into it. Means we are not done fighting with you. If you still want to fight, no problem, we can do that. So who is strong here? And guys, this is why I said that this is a complete surrender from Israel and from US government, because they are done supporting Israel with billions of dollars. So this is all contingent on how Hamas will respond. Everything right now is pinned to how Hamas will respond. Take a listen a little bit more, because in this Al Jazeera reports and they explain more about this situation that Hamas is in right now.
And prisoner exchange will begin, and we will create the conditions for the next phase of withdrawal, which will bring us close to the end of this 3,000-year catastrophe.
Okay, so 3,000 years catastrophe, and I don't know what he meant by that, but he did point out, Donald Trump did point out very, very specifically as to how this withdrawal of the Zionist forces will take place. Now, what is meant by withdrawal line, right? As I have shown you the picture, but I want you to listen a little bit more from this, because this is where they will explain, Al Jazeera, as to what is happening.
Help you understand what is meant by the withdrawal line. On Monday, in the White House, Donald Trump and the Israeli leader released this particular map, which you can probably just about work out. The withdrawal line he's referring to is this line in yellow, which shows the Israeli forces' plans to gradually pull their troops further to the east, so further towards Israel proper, further towards the borders of Gaza. The plan continues with suggesting also a second withdrawal phase after that, following further implementation of the plan, followed by a third withdrawal phase, which includes the security buffer zone. So what we're talking about is the initial withdrawal line, which would be agreed to by Israel after negotiations. So no indication that this is going to happen immediately. It all continues.
Okay, so again, it depends on Hamas. It doesn't depend anymore on Israel, because Israel already surrendered. And rightly so, because Eyal Zamir, Israel chief of staff, he said many, many times in the past, he raised his voice and his concern to the Israeli government that, look, we can go into Gaza, but we can never win there. We can never win there. And we are seeing that fear coming true, and that concern is being something that was taken into consideration when Israel made that decision of withdrawing their troops.
About what the Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and the president's son-in-law Jared Kushner have been requested to do. Ostensibly, this is going to involve meetings with Egyptian, Qatari, Jordanian, and other mediators who are, and then in turn are working with Hamas negotiators on trying to figure out exactly what the withdrawal lines should be, what the other military conditions should be in order for this ceasefire to take effect. It's not clear how long that is going to take. There is concern.
Another thing that I also have to make mention of, every time Zionist forces, they agree to a ceasefire or a surrender, in this case a complete withdrawal surrender, they are mocked by Hamas. They are mocked at the world stage. We have seen last time when Israel agreed to a ceasefire for a short period of time to get those hostages, if you remember, back to Israel, and then Hamas released them and they videotaped the whole thing and they broadcasted it to the whole world. Israel was gutted. They were so disappointed. They were so angry. They were livid. How could they broadcast the release of our hostages and show it to the whole world? How humiliating that is. Especially Ben Gavir, he took it, that monster took it personally, and he was like, oh, this cannot happen. But anyways, they were humiliated. They were shamed. They were given, guys, 2 years to finish this job with Hamas. They couldn't. Don't make mistake thinking Donald Trump all of a sudden woke up one day, realized, I need to save the children of Gaza. No, that never happened. Donald Trump woke up every day and he saw that he's giving millions and billions of dollars to Israel every day, and they are not be able to accomplish the job. They're not able to destroy the people of Gaza and kick them out, because Donald Trump's plan and hope was that he will build that real estate empire in Gaza, but he doesn't see that coming into fruition. So he was like, no, I need to do something about this, because these morons in Tel Aviv, in Gaza, in Israel, these cowards cannot win this fight. Now, Jared Kushner and Steve Witkoff will be going to the Middle East, meeting with the Qatari officials, and then the Qatari officials will be talking to Hamas members. What I understand from this is this: they are actually negotiating directly with terrorists. Okay, Hamas, according to them, is terrorists, right? And so when they go to Qatar and Egypt and Jordan, they actually go to talk to Hamas indirectly. That is really what is happening here. So you see, it's not a surrender just from Israeli forces, but it is a surrender for American government. That we are done. We can do nothing about this anymore. It's too much. We cannot spend any more money. We are done. Guys, some very, very interesting development happening. I will give you more updates on the situation and come up with more details. Thank you so much for joining this session. I'll see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day.